Greetings, race fans, and welcome to this presentation of Porsche Club of America Sim Racing. J.R. Gregory here on the call, our producer Enrico Gregoratto. And race 4 of season 11 brings the pro class to Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, and Road America. There is your starting grid, and Polasek, as you can see, setting the tone early, 0.7 seconds ahead of Robbie Prescott in P2. Lion, Pies, Sang, Drawhorn, Briggs, Chan, Nister, and Rodriguez will round up the top 10 in qualifying, and you can see the rest of our 30-car grid there. We're lined up between Canada Corner and Turn 14, the final corner leading onto the front straightaway, so not much of a warm-up lap at all, and these cars will be heading into Turn 1 side by side on cold rubber, and we'll see how they do there. Road America, our today's track, 4 miles, 6.5 kilometers, and 14 corners. The record goes all the way back to the kart era, 1998. Alex Zanardi set a 1:41.874, and here comes the pace car around turn 14, leading these cars onto the front straight for the first time. The pace car will duck in, and that is Polasek there on the inside of the front row, so he'll have the advantage theoretically heading into turn 1. The grid looks nice and tidy. The drivers were warned to stay in line, no peeking. They seem to be doing pretty well at that, and we're coming under the flag stand right now, and we will take the green. Polasek is going to hang on to that P1, gets a good start, does have Prescott sniffing around on his left, and Jesse Lyon behind him. Lyon and Prescott will go into turn 1 side by side, and here we go down the hill between 1 and 2 here for the first time, and Polasek, Prescott, Lyon from Pies will line up nose to tail as the rest of the field still side by side going through the early part. Here we go down the Moraine Straight for the first time, and it's still Polasek from Prescott from Lyon, and there is some early action. That is Drawhorn getting past Justin Sang there in turn 5, and that is not the last pass that we're going to see there in that heavy braking zone. We'll see a lot of it today, and here is a quick look at the kink. The kink giveth, the kink taketh away. You've got to run some low wing to get down the front straight here fast, and low wing can lead to problems here, which we are going to see later. And here we go, taking a look at Bryce Rodriguez now. He's going to stick it past Nicky Channel, move up from P9 to P8. Still side by side as they fight their way through that 12-13 complex, but Rodriguez is going to beat Chan into turn 14. And here we are, just the beginning of lap 2 now. Briggs with a nice run here on Justin Sang. Looks like he has position. Sang closed the door and will send Briggs into the kitty litter there. Big loss for him, unfortunately. And here comes Jesse Lyon later on in the lap. He's going to take a look on the inside of Prescott. More action here in turn 1 or turn 5, and Lyon is going to get that move done on Prescott. And a lot of action here early. We're going to see some more of it right here. We're going to see just a little love tap right here. Yeah, that is Dwahan. He's going to get into the back of Peterson just gently there on the entry to turn 5. That's going to knock him way back. And here comes Mike Rose. He's going to take a look at Mike Patterson here. Around that incident down into turn 5. They probably saw the yellow, might have had to slow up a little bit, but Rose is going to get that move done. And here comes some action between Nolan Balls and, oh my goodness, and Chad Henson, and that's going to put Baltz out, and it's going to knock Henson off pace. That's going to leave an opening for Derek Cyphers. Cyphers is going to take advantage there and get past Henson in turn 6, and Gregoratto now watching this unfold and is right on top of Henson. Henson, always a good defender, is going to cover the inside, but Gregoratto will try the outside of turn 8. Can he make it stick? He does. A little bang in there, little paint being swapped, but what a move by Gregoratto to make that outside pass into turn 8 stick. And you'll see here Chad flashing his headlights, and congratulations on that fantastic move by Gregoratto. Now here we are taking a look at Joe Sinclair here. He is behind Dale Green. It looks like Green overcooked that entry a little bit to turn 14. The result is going to be Sinclair's going to have a nice run out of 14 up the straightaway. He's going to have position on turn 1, and that is past that Sinclair is going to get done easily. It looks like Green backs out of this one, discretion being the better part of valor, and will live to fight another day there. And in a part of the field that has nonstop action, we're going to take a look now at Chris Cook. He's looking forward to Melrano, and look at him stick it in here. Turn 6 under the Corvette Bridge, folks. That is the hardest corner here at Road America. It is tough to get right when you are driving alone, and these two drivers made it look easy going through there side by side, and Cook is going to take that position. And here's some more action and kind of nonstop. And that same part of the pack, that is James Huth getting past Rodney Peterson there, or Rodney Campbell rather, sorry. And that will be good for P19 for Huth. And we're going to jump forward now back up to the front of the pack here, and we are looking at Chris Pies. Chris Pies sizing up Prescott for the pass here into turn 5. And Pies always very tough under braking in this part of the track. Seen it year after year with him. And Pies has position, gets that move done. Prescott is going to get a little loose there, unfortunately. And turning Pies there, very, very tough for Pies. That is a racing incident for sure. But Pies is going to pay the price, and he is never going to recover from that. And here we are now riding along with Nicky Chan. That is his last 10th teammate ahead of him as they head into the kink. And little over rotation there. Chan tries to catch it, unsuccessful, eats the wall there, and that hard hit, you know, is going to happen every race here at Road America. And Chan, the victim this time. And this line of cars, my goodness, this is Minkler, Cook, and Malorano here. And these guys are fighting over P13 like it's P1, and that is Cook. He is going to have the inside into Canada corner here, and that will be good for one position. But this one isn't over. We're going to see more of these three as this one unfolds. And here, oh boy, goodness, you never like to see this. That is Leif Peterson coming out of the pits, comes together with Chris Braun. I'm not really sure what happened, not sure what kind of spotter calls were being heard there inside that car, but very, very tough there. And here we are. Here is Jesse Lyon looking inside of Derek Cyphers. Nonstop action here at P5. Great place to watch this race. And Lyon getting that one easily done there under braking. And that one's going to stick. That will move Lyon up into P7. But that is not a permanent situation, as you will see here shortly. Meanwhile, way up front, and look at that gap, 12 seconds ahead. That seems a little light, actually. I think it's probably more by like 15 by the time this went over. But Polasek completely dominant here, turned into a track day for him, as we showed you, 0.7 gap between him and P2. So Polasek is going to win this one from the pole with ease. Absolutely dominant here at Road America. And my goodness, congratulations to him. We'll see him come up the hill and take the checker here and see some celebration from him. But this one is not over. There is more racing going on behind. And the next cars that we're going to see here, Jesse Lyon and Derek Cyphers. And Lyon there, you see him get a little sloppy, get a little loose coming through Canada. And that has cooked those tires, and he gets loose again. And my goodness, last lap, last corner, and that is going to let Cyphers get a freebie. And Lyon gritting his teeth there. It is so tough to drive as hard as these guys have for 40 minutes and make a mistake just at the very end. And again, yeah, freebie for Cyphers. Going to move up into P7, and Lyon's going to cross the line in P8. And now back to this group of cars again, still fighting over that P12, 11, 12, and 13. That is Chris Cook taking a look around the outside of Jim Huth into turn number 5 there. And we've seen a couple moves inside and outside there, and very successful on most occasions. And that is Huth and Cook there, still side by side. Cook looking like he has the advantage, but Huth is going to beat him into the entry of turn 8. And yeah, really nice fight here. And meanwhile, as Huth and Cook are dicing, that's Melrano behind, and he's smacking his lips. Those two are slowing each other down and allowed him to get right up on top of Cook, right in the middle of this action. As you see these three go through the carousel here for the last time, they're going to enter the kink here. and there could be some more positions to be swapped up here into Canada. And yeah, you see Cook. He might have gotten a little loose there in the kink, might have backed out of it just a touch, and that's going to allow Melorano around the outside. And Cook and Melorano side by side here, side by side in Canada, and bang, just a little door banging, a little smooch there, and watch Briggs off-roading it is going to get 2 cheap ones there, cuts across the grass, and that will move Briggs all the way up into P12, is going to get the last lap as he tucks in behind Huth. So Briggs not really even in that picture of those cars fighting until the very end, and just a little bit of scrap and little contact opens the door for Briggs, and he's going to get through Ever the Opportunist up into P12. So my goodness, what a race that we had here today. And there are your final results again. Michael Polasek, look at that gap, 14.5, completely the class of the field. Driving away, it's Polasek from Drawhorn, saying Grotto, Nister will be your top 5. Then Rodriguez, Cyphers, Jesse Lyon, Enrico Gregoratto, and Henson will round out the top 10. And then Huth, Briggs, Cook, and the rest of your field there. And that has been another fantastic race here at Road America. Wow, absolutely great stuff from our pro class. And I am J.R. Gregory on behalf of myself, our producer, Enrico Gregoratto. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the highlight reel, and we'll see you real soon.